Good morning, Marianas. Buenas, good morning. Alpha Day Zantiro. It is Good Morning, Marianas. Thanks for tuning in this morning. We're going to get you all the latest news that's happening here in our CNMI and all around the world. It's going to be a great one today. It's already 83 degrees in Saipan, and it's just 7:05 a.m. 83 degrees outside right now. Humidity is going to make it feel a little sticky out there, 82%. And, it's going to be a little bit hot today, but, we also got a chance to have a whole lot of showers out there. Scattered showers throughout today, mostly cloudy skies. Low's going to dip down to about 78 overnight. Also, we got winds out of the east at 7 miles per hour. So look at about 40% chance of rain today, but high near 87. We're getting there. And again, 30% chance of rain today. It's going to dip down tonight around 78 again. Not too bad. But hey, that's Saipan weather. The Saipan weather, the rain ended up dealing us out last night too. That's too bad because we missed out what we thought was going to be a great one between the Padres and the Bandits last night as they get rained out in the first inning. Yeah, so the way that's going to work out is they're going to resume on Friday in the top of the first. The Padres are actually leading 2-0. They got a run around first and second, and Kazu De La Cruz is up to bat with 2 balls, 1 strikes to count. At 6:30 on Friday, we're going to end up coming right back to that exact point in the game and resume just like that. Hey, the guys who organized the league were smart enough to make that happen, to make sure that we have a rain-out date in place every week. So there's no Friday games scheduled, but we've got them. We're already using our third one this year as the just in case. I don't know how that's going to work for tonight, though, because tonight, again, it could rain again. Natives and Falcons, as long as that wind keeps up today, we got a pretty good chance of getting that game in, and we don't want to keep having these delays. But Natives, oof, man, these guys are good, but they've still got to try to find their first win, and they're not going to be getting much support. They're playing against an undefeated Falcons team tonight, a 4-0 Falcons team that just plays good baseball. Anyway, Padres, last night, I was looking for, excuse me, oh my God. I guess it's the COVID. Hey, I was expecting a good one last night, and the Padres did not disappoint. The weather did, but the Padres didn't. Now, the Padres are on a tear. They're the only team in the league that's allowed single-digit runs against this season. Everybody else, double digits, right? The second least is the Falcons through 4 games at 17. But the Padres only letting 7 runs get scored on them through 4 games is kind of crazy. So I figured, all right, they're going to be good. Oh, by the way, they scored 57 runs. So they have scored 50 runs more than they have allowed in the season. So it was going to be a really good game because they're playing against another undefeated team who's also really good. The Bandits, they're a little more balanced, 47 runs for 19 against. That's a really respectable and solid amount of runs scored. But, man, last night, again, just getting started right off the beginning. And listen, the lineup for the Padres, right? They got Ben Jones, J.R. Sewell, Tony Salas, Jordan Sewell, Darian Jones, Kazu De La Cruz, Colby LaFoy, Austin Benavente, Jonah Flores, R.B. Yagwell pitching. I mean, they are a great team, and they're going to be playing some good stuff here against the Bandits. Bandits, hey, they're no slouches. We didn't get to see them bat against the Padres yet. Virgil Sharmadal is back. They got John Wilson, Franco, and Harry Nakamura. Tone Guerrero, Benwatsi, Tasakan over there on first base. Nico Martin, Tindin is out there. Devin Flores and Jose Lozama is going to be pitching when we get back there. I'm telling you, these guys are good, and we can't wait to see when they get back head-to-head again. It's really going to be good. Tobot saying he got drunk after the third batter. Hey, and maybe a doubleheader on Friday. Oh, my God. I can't imagine. Maybe they could do that on an austerity day. But they can't do it on a regular day. That's for sure. Anyway, and hey, good morning and good to see you. Yeah, everyday rituals. Hey, it's great to see you guys. I mean, hey, we have a lot of stuff going on. In fact, we got a lot of stuff happening in town. Let's see if I did this right. Hold on. Oh, where did I put it? Oh, there we go. The USNS City of Bismarck is in town. Yes, they came in here yesterday. That's not loud enough. USNS City of Bismarck. That is a fast-moving troop and equipment carrier. It's made out of aluminum, and it's here in Saipan. It's going to be here for the next couple of days, and then that's it. They're here in the meantime while they've got an exercise happening. Valiant Shield. And service members all over really big event. And they're here. Again, this crew is not a massive crew. It's only about 30 or so folks who came up. But they got here last night, the USS Aluminum Foil. Yeah, that's right. Hey, and it's not the first ship of this class that's been recycled. We've had Brunswick has been here. Well, this is the city of Bismarck. And in about a week, we're going to have the USNS Puerto Rico. Look at it. Same class, and these are troop carriers and equipment carriers. I mean, on that, it's a catamaran, by the way. It's got a twin hull. And so they can carry a lot of troops and a lot of equipment that can go all over. And it's meant for boarding and offloading fast in shallow water. That's why it's made out of aluminum. And so that's island attacking kind of stuff, right? We've got a bunch of them. They're out here exercising for that kind of stuff. That big ramp on the back extends. They've got it lowered right now. I'm telling you, these are semi-trucks with big trailers going on and off of this thing. That ended up happening yesterday. We went down there for the chamber to say, hey, welcome to Saipan. Spend some money, have some fun, get some much-needed hydration, and enjoy what you got. But they're leaving tomorrow morning, so it's a real quick hit. Then again, in a few days, there's another one coming over, and that's it. So that's part of it for you. Hey, I'll tell you what, Toba, I got to go on the ship yesterday, and up on top you see that flat deck. That's for helicopters can land and everything. Got pictures, went up to the bridge up on top, and I got to see. I was joking with Toba saying, hey, he needs to go help them out with their tinting on the windows. What they end up having, they don't have that. When I saw it on the bridge, that's what they had. So it's still flapping in the wind, but it's on you just pull the rope and it drops down the tinting string. The clip louder than, was it? And I'll tell you what, I've got that mute, and I can adjust the sound. I see that it sounds like the music's not loud enough, so I really was going with that to be a little bit louder this time. All right, look, I'm going to try that music one more time. You tell me if this is a better music. I want you to make sure you can hear it. Does that sound a little bit better? Because I was let's wait to see your comments, see if it's okay for you. I don't want it to be too loud. And don't worry, that's about all I got to do with the with it. But if this is a good level, then I feel pretty good about it. All right. Anyway, so that ship's going to be in town. So if you see it walking around, having a good time. Over loud, USS Foil. It's still loud, really? All right, it's gone. I got rid of it. There's no longer there. You think that's bad? All right. Now this one I don't have any control over, so let me know how this goes. United Airlines really loving us these days. They're not just telling us they're giving us the best rate possible for local folks. They went OBA big time by saying, hey, here you go. We are going to give you a little something else to say, forget you. It's only $580 to get to Guam. But now, if you're in Guam, you can fly round trip on United to the Philippines for $318. Let that sink in for... Yeah, it is ridiculous. I can't believe it. United coming out with their promotional fare saying that... How could they do this to us? Wait, how could they do this to us and still make us believe that they're our pal? United, you guys are not our pals. What are you doing to us, guys? You're just kicking us while we're down. I mean, serious. You guys are kicking us while we're down. We're sitting here thinking, okay, maybe they're trying to be nicer for us. Oh, you just have to jump through all kinds of crazy hoops to get to it. But if you find it and the weather is right and it's the right time of day, you might be able to get like a $320 fare to get to Guam and back. Oh, it's it's not. But you don't worry though. You can get that fare if you're local, but you can't get any miles and you can't bring any bags. Kind of Carabao crap is that. Don't worry though, if you live in Guam, hey, you can have a great time. You can fly economy to the Philippines, round trip, $318. Wow. You gotta stay there for at least 2 days. The maximum of 14. Yeah, how does that go over? I have to go to the Philippines. It's not up to me. I have to go at least 2 days. I gotta stay there. The explanation, it would probably turn around. You have to say, hey, I read it wrong. It said I have to stay here for 2 weeks. It's not my fault. I got to find something to do for 2 weeks. They're making me stay for 2 weeks. You got to turn that conversation around. But you got to book it between now and the last ticket date is June 16th. So you got to do it fast. You only got a couple days to book it. You really need to go. But you got to... It says the last ticket date is June 16th, but you have to start travel starting July 1st. I don't know. Anyway, it's not a bad flight. You depart from Guam at 7 p.m. and you arrive in the Philippines, in Manila, at like 2 hours later. Wow. So a 3-4 hour flight. And you're there. $300. But if you want to take a 30-minute flight between Guam and Saipan, it's only $600. Come on. What the heck's going on? Where are our... I know they're out there. I know you're there. Looking mad. Holy crap. Like, seriously. United. What the fudge? And I'll tell you, our local leaders, can't just say Ayadea. You need to go to Chicago or go to United headquarters, pound on that door, and bust out a little Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Kidding me? This is rubbing our faces. It is. Hey, I'll tell you what, this is great to be in Guam. Viva Guam. I'll tell you what, if I get a free trip to Guam, then I'll try to figure out something I can do in the world. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. You can do anything there for $300. I don't want to fly to Guam for $580. Holy crap, United. Seriously. Is it? I know people were upset about stuff before about this flight. I don't go to Guam because of this flight. Like, that's it. Because our flight is so bad. Like, if I have time, then I can't do nothing unless I have a real legitimate purpose that hopefully somebody else is going to pay for. Like the idea of going to Guam, absolutely thievery. It's robbery. You're holding us hostage, and if our elected leaders aren't doing anything about it, man, I'll tell you, you need some new ones. And it's just saying, "Oh, this is not proper." That's not good enough. You need to go out there and just pound on some doors. It is absolutely crazy. It is a cartoon. But I'll tell you, it is just crazy that this is what we're dealing with. If they're able to do that, I appreciate that you can get a good flight from Guam to the Philippines. That's kind of cool. But when you're seeing that that's like a 3 to 4 hour flight and it's for $318, and our flight is 30 minutes and it's $600. What are you doing? I'm telling you, if we could afford the ticket to get to Guam, we'd go down there. We'd definitely knock on your door. No, they can't explain. There's no way. There's no way. And by the way, what kind of flight, what kind of airline has a super secret flight? This is not like those little reels that pop up on the interwebs. The music. Here, let me see if I can fix that. I appreciate that. I can lower that music quite a bit. I hope that's better. I can't really hear it. Hold on. I'm going to hear it. Let me see if this works. Okay, there we go. There we go. I had to turn on the other thing. Okay, thanks for that. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so anyway, it is absolutely crazy that the rate can be that cheap to go to the Philippines from Guam. But here, and what I was getting at is like, what kind of airlines has some super secret code that you have to type in the right thing that we're just letting locals know that you can get this great rate on there? Nobody. They don't do this kind of crap with anybody else. There's no other market that gets it. And I'm not talking about those reels that you scroll through on the internet or on IG, on TikTok, on Facebook, or YouTube. Like, hey, I'm a frequent traveler, and I know the ins and outs of everything, and I'll teach you the secret way to get a better rate, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, none of them have this kind of garbage that United's trying to pull on us that says that, yeah, we'll give you a good rate, but there's only a limited number of seats for that rate, number one. Number two, no baggage. Number three, no frequent flyer miles. A bunch of care about crap. That is what it is. And until our leaders, and it's not just MVA's job anymore, right? It is MVA's job because they're the ones who go out and get all those things. But between MVA and our elected leaders, they need to seriously, I'm talking torches and pitchforks and go into Guam. Let's team up with 500 sails and have 500 canoes heading south. In fact, we don't even need 500. We'll get close enough. We'll pick up a few from Tinian. We'll pick up a few from Rota because they're upset about stuff too. We'll all go down there to Guam and say, what the heck? What kind of favors are you doing us, United? That just say that there's nothing you can tell us. There's nothing you can tell us that makes up for this. It's just crazy. Crazy. And it's not like people don't want to fly. It's not like people aren't flying. So why? Why? Because they can? I mean, is that the answer? Is the answer really just because you can? Padded to divert tourism. That's a good point. That could be it. $318. I'll tell you what. I know pot's legal here, but I don't know what United's smoking. And you know what? Shame on us if we don't do something about it. Shame on us if we don't do something about it. We should either be pitching a tent outside of United, or we need to go to United headquarters and do something about it. But I'm telling you, it's our elected leaders need to go. And a letter and a House resolution or a Senate resolution, that doesn't cut it. You guys need to go there and do something. It shouldn't be just some guy. It should be our leaders. This is the only way we can get here. With apologies to, Star and boats and stuff. You know what I mean? But the main way that we could travel to the mainland, Star can only go so far, so you can't hate me on that one. But it's the main way in and out. It's the main way that people end up going. And there's so much. Why is it possible that they could do that? I mean, they're a business, Brad. I mean, they can make their decisions. Yeah, I get that too. But I mean, this is the connector for people trying to get to Guam and then to launch places other than here. It's time to get a cabotage exception for the Marianas. That's it. We can't stand for this anymore. See, look, I'm sitting. But we can't stand for this anymore as a community. We can't. We have to demand, we're having 902 talks come up. And when that conversation comes up, and I hate that we even have to wait for that, but this is just rubbing it in their face. I don't care what they say. You need someone in there to tell them to shove it. And that's it. You need to tell United that this is it. And I don't want your crappy Cape Air coming back here either. Your mosquito mashers are not doing anything for us. The time to act is now for United. They cannot explain this anymore. Anyway, we're open for your comments on this. I see you guys in the comment section already, so thanks so much. You can give us a call, too, at 789-2323, 670-789-2323. What do you think about this? I mean, it's a slap in the face. It is a slap in the face. They're telling us that this is what the market can bear, full of crap. You've been on those flights between Saipan and Guam. When it's not $1 million, those flights are full. And you can use Star Marianas to go to Guam. You absolutely can. You can absolutely use Star Marianas going to Guam. You got to fly through Rota, and you can book on their new system that they have too. You can totally do it. Now, I have done it. I've taken that flight. I've flown that way with the kids. We had a great time flying on the Navajos. But the seating's limited. And for international travelers who are coming here, again, the seating's limited. It's a 10-seater plane. One of those is the pilot. Maybe number 2 is a co-pilot. Then you got 8. There's weight restrictions. And, that food's not going to eat itself. I got to help them out with that. But we can absolutely go and fly to Guam, for sure, with Star Marianas. You can. And they might be bringing in a new plane, which would be pretty cool. That would be bigger. That would be pretty awesome. I heard a little bit about it. I really hope it comes through because that's super exciting news. If Star Marianas brings in a new and bigger plane that can move more people. But in the meantime, we're stuck with these guys who are just stealing from us and laughing at us. This rate right here, this is United laughing at us. MVA needs to be all over that. And why is it MVA? It's not tourist. Inter-island commerce isn't. Yes, it is. For this one, MVA, it is. It absolutely is. There's no maybe on that. Because people from Guam, it's Marianas Visitors Association. It's not Marianas Visitors, but everyone else from Guam Association. No. Authority, sorry. But MVA, this is it. Inter-island commerce is something. Department of Commerce should be on this. But literally, the governor should be all over this. Our Washington delegate should be all over this. Our only U.S. congressperson should be furious that this has happened and actually doing something about it. That token rate that they're talking about, that super secret code that you need to be able to get in there by changing your residency code, but you don't get any miles for it and you don't get any baggage. Man, it is not easy to hold back profanities with regards to this. It's a great rate, United. Who's paying for it? Probably us. You take all the money of the people flying back and forth between Saipan and you can subsidize that rate to the Philippines. No. It's a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of crap. It is an absolute bunch of crap. There's nothing you can say, United. There's nothing you can say to justify what you're doing. And our people that we put in office need to do something about it. Absolutely. Paying it lip service is not enough. You know what? We need to see some action from our local our local folks who pull the strings out here too. How can a hotel operator be happy about something like this? They can't. How about any of our businesses out here? Nobody can be happy about this. This should, I'll tell you what, nothing could make us more, we've got an election coming up, people picking sides on all kinds of things. Nothing should make us more united than our frustration with United. That's it. And it's going to take more than a petition. Like, we need some real action on this. How can we stand for this? You can't. There's nothing. You can't stand for this. This can't be acceptable. Because maybe businesses can help Star Marianas get a bigger plane so we don't need United anymore. Hey, man, I'll tell you what. Yes, that would be cool. And I know, speaking with Star, that there is and desire for a bigger plane that can accommodate more passengers and cargo between the CNMI and Guam. We need to get rid of the cabotage rules here. We need to have an exception for the cabotage rules here. And what is that? The cabotage rule is, and every country, except for one, every country in the world has cabotage rule. And that cabotage rule is that you cannot fly a foreign carrier between your domestic ports. So like from Guam to CNMI can't be a foreign carrier. LA to New York can't be a foreign carrier. You can fly from Seoul to New York on a foreign carrier, no big deal. But if you were flying from LA to New York, can't be that foreign carrier. Just get rid of that for here so that we can do that. Because that's what we need. And they would be forced to accommodate it. And we need essential air service regulations out here for us so that we have to have a better rate. This is just, again, I'm telling you, I can understand saying it's the cost of doing business out here. It's just difficult and all this other stuff. And that's what they're saying. And even though we don't like it, but that's what you got to do, fine. Not when you're doing a rate like this. United, you're full of it. Whoa, boy, I tell you. Like, it feels so natural to be able to say bad words about them on this one. All right. Hey, we got a call coming in. Let's find out who we got. Update, you're on Good Morning Marianas. Who's this? Hello, can you hear us?
Good morning, Brad.
Yes, good morning.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, Brad.
Yes.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
How's everything? Still raining down there?
It is.
Brad, I just want to share something with like NBA.
Uh-huh.
Marianas Business Authority. If maybe all that money they're spending going around trying to promote tourism, maybe they should go to U.S. Congress and ask or go to the U.S. and look for another airline and, take a deal with them, the same deal that they gave ICI, not to pay tax for how many years. Start something. That's what we need. We need another airline. We cannot play with one United because United is not united with us. United is united with the money, not united with the people.
You are right. United is not united with us.
They should stop going off island, trying to invite tourists. Because it's not working with that very expensive airline ticket. Thank you, Brad. I love you, Marianas. Have a good day.
Hey, thank you so much for calling. Really appreciate it. Love to hear you. All right. That was great. United is not united with us, is what he said. He said United is united with the money. Wow. I mean, that's it. And that is 100% it. And that's what drives me crazy about this. I love that idea. He says, hey, United should spend the money that they were doing, that sweetheart deal, instead of all their traveling stuff. United or MVA needs to go to the States, travel to the States, and offer somebody that sweetheart IPI deal where you don't have to pay taxes and everything. Yeah, I'll tell you what, a QC, a qualified certificate, would be great out here. All kinds of exemptions for somebody who's willing to give us a preferred rate out here. Better than what United's doing. That's a great idea. I mean, it's going to be a big setup for whoever does it, but make that kind of an incentive. Make us your hub. Now, they would go head-to-head with United, and United's got that spot. But, man, if they're doing us dirty like this, we are a U.S. territory, damn it. We are part of the United States, and they are screwing over our citizens. Nobody else is paying for a higher rate for this kind of a flight. Nobody else is paying this kind or is subject to these kind of conditions to even get on a flight. Well, we could give you a little bit better rate, but you can't bring a bag, and we're not going to include you in our frequent flyer program. Like we're steerage. We're those people trapped on the bottom of the Titanic as the water's coming on, and United is not unlocking the doors because the lifeboats are filling up. It's just ridiculous. And they cannot explain this away. They can't. I love that idea. Welcome another carrier that comes in and give them that kind of a support where they don't have to pay the taxes, or they don't have to pay like the QC, or there's a qualifying certificate, so they don't have to pay those kind of taxes, so that we can make sure that we get a real rate. Make it real business friendly. It'd be great if you do it to the folks who are already here. I mean, we do have an airline that's here that's servicing our islands. It's kind of like that whole Marianas Southern thing, right? They went out and they spent money and helped buy another airline planes to get them set up here to compete with an airline that already wants to do business here that's from here. You know, that's kind of crazy, right? But United is not our pal. United, they're not our friends over at United. And they prove it over and over again. Now we're seeing this. Just throwing up your hands and saying aye a day is not enough. We need real action on this from our leaders. Our elected leaders need to do something about it. I know they're upset about it too. But now when they see this, hopefully they're moved to do a lot more about it, because this is just crazy that they could do something like that. What, you think we're not going to see this, United? No, we're helping you. We'll let you come to Guam. You just need to know the secret handshake, and screw you guys. I mean, that's it. I'm just telling you, you guys are full of it. Full of it. Like I said, I paid $395 each person so we could have a carry-on and a check bag. Yeah. That's it. It's crazy. Hey, at least it's $400 instead of almost $600, I guess. Right? I guess we could say it that way. But, you know, we subsidize travel on other airlines that are coming to the CNMI. And I'm starting to turn on this one to say, why aren't we doing that for the flight between Guam and the CNMI? I'm starting to see it. You know, there's plenty of business that happens between here and there. What doesn't make sense? It's not real tourism market. Yeah, you know, there's different types of tourism. Business tourism, commerce, that's a real thing for us out here. We should have that. We deserve it. We should demand it. And our leaders should work for it. You know, I want to see something real out of this. I don't want to see, like, showing face at different places drives me crazy. If they're just showing up, like, I don't want to see you at a groundbreaking. That's nothing. Groundbreaking is nothing. Stop spending money on these groundbreakings, unless it's just packed into the federal deal and it doesn't include any money. You guys want to get some food and a band and some tents together to say, yay, we're doing stuff. Okay, cool. As long as it doesn't crack into our local stuff, like our local funds. That, I'm cool with that. Whatever, right? But I'll tell you, that is not doing work. Doing work is not going out there. It is not doing anything to go out there for a groundbreaking. This and attacking this is going to be real work. Go figure it out. That's what you're getting paid for. No, I'm getting paid for... No, you're getting paid to do stuff like this. Fighting for your Commonwealth. Fighting for your community. Fighting for your fellow citizens. Tackle this suck. I cut myself off on that one. Tackle this issue. Go there and figure this stuff out. If I don't care. You want to take a picture of you smiling and shaking hands and everything, fine. But if you think that you figured out this issue already and that's all we can do, you're not getting voted for again. Like, forget it. No, it's okay. I take care of... No. This is your job. Stuff like this. This is a real injustice for the people of the Marianas, what they're doing. Guam is booming right now. Guam is booming. And we are suffering. And that's something we can agree on.
People are suffering. People are suffering.
Okay, I had to use that again. But it's happening. And we're getting jobbed by these guys at United who think that we're not going to do anything and that we can't. And more than anything, that we don't matter to them. Oh, no kidding. Oh, yeah, I'm with you, Jess. I totally see that. Jess Torres said, don't forget to waste the taxpayer money the politicians use for their holiday greetings in the newspapers. Yeah, let's use taxpayer dollars to put a picture of me out there saying, Happy Father's Day. I know, it's dumb. You can put it on social media for free. I'm not anti-newspaper, by the way. I love the newspapers. But that is when you're just putting a big picture of yourself, that's a campaign thing. It's a thoughtful gesture that you could do on your social media. You do not need to buy an ad. Say Happy Father's Day. Put your ad out there when you actually need to. Yeah, glorified selfies. That's it. This is real work. Tackle this. And don't stand for their BS. I get mine for free from Brad. Ungan. Tadza salapi. That's right. And I know you're flying to Guam here pretty soon. Tell us what it's like. Tell us if the air smells a little sweeter in those planes now that you got to pay so much for those flights. Hey, don't worry. This is not going to be an all sourpuss show. I promise. We have great stuff coming on today. I know, but this one I can't gloss over it. This was too big of an issue. It's too big of a deal. This is the stuff that just drives me crazy. That United, and they're doing it because, one, they think they can get away with it. They're like, hey, it's like that, that adage about the frog in the pot. If you throw a frog in a pot of boiling water, it's just going to jump out right away. But if you throw it in the water and you gradually turn up the heat, it's not going to notice it. It's not going to react to it. That's what's happening. They threw it to boiling. We need to be some pissed off frogs and do something about this. And I'm telling you, our leaders need to do something about this. Look at that rate. $318 from Guam to the Philippines, while they're charging us almost $600. Why is that? How can they get away with that? Tell you, we woke up tomorrow and Joe 10 is charging us $12 for a can of Spam. People are going to fight. United is charging us $12 for a can of Spam right now. This has to be something. All right. I think it's safe to say that we have beat that one to a pulp. So we are going to take a little bit of a break. Hey, we'll take a little break, calm down, back away from the whole United thing. Even though I really like that background and that graphic, we'll take a little bit of a break from it, and we'll move on a little bit. Hey, we got some good folks coming in from Threads Guam. They're going to be coming in here after the top of the hour, and we're going to hear all about their new store that they're going to invest in here. Guam's booming, Tinian's booming, and now these folks are coming in to invest here in the CNMI, and we're really excited about that. We are going to talk about a few things with them out here, and we're really excited about that. And but we're going to first take a quick break to tell you about the good folks over at Laddie Built. Tell you what, again, Father's Day is this weekend. Did you get your dad a gift yet? Probably not. Well, hopefully you did. And if you're my kids and you're watching, it's okay. You guys don't have to get me anything. Just give me a hug, make me some breakfast on Sunday, and I'll feel like a world champ dad. But if you want your dad to go to the gym, give him the gift of fitness. I'm telling you. It's a great gift. You don't have to worry about if you get the right size or is it the right flavor, is it the right color. No, it doesn't matter. Go to Laddie Belt and get your dad a gift of fitness. They've got gift certificates for all kinds of different memberships. You want to get them maybe just for a month. You want to get them for a week. They've got different memberships for them. Or you just want to get them some gear. And check out, while you're there, their brand new state-of-the-art facility that opened in January. They took their place in Cagman and their place behind the old NBA, and they moved it together to have one big super facility down the road over at in CK, right across or right in front of Aquarius Beach Tower, which is great. You know you can't miss it. Use that as your big landmark on your way down there. And when you're down there, if you do sign up, tell them that we sent you. Say you heard it on the NMI News Service. Say you heard it on Good Morning Marianas. Heck, just tell them Brad sent you. Go down there and check it out. Here's a little bit so you can see what it looks like.
Is built. We lead by example, persistence to build. Be the inspiration, they witness approve. We do what we do by the rules in the book. Be a Lottie where discipline and vision is built. We lead by example, persistence to build. Be the inspiration, they witness approve. We do what we do by the rules in the book.
It's a great day to be up 3-0. I'll tell you that. Probably is not great to be down.
I'm Brad Rosala, and I'm the owner for Commonwealth Communications.
And I am Jojo Alipuzu. I am the owner of Island Image and Ocean.
And this is our joint venture, Sideline Studios. This whole concept that we have of doing all these live stream productions and covering news and doing live shows and everything, it wouldn't happen if we didn't have a great partner like IT&E, someone who can handle the bandwidth and provide it and then get us what we need when we need it, and then be a real partner for us for all the events, whether we're doing live sporting events, broadcasts. All of these things happen because of our partnership with IT&E.
With IT&E providing us with the fiber and point-to-point and even the MBRs, is just a great piece of equipment to use when we're broadcasting our sports, our events, our performances, especially our cultural performances. And it's just great to share our culture here in the Marianas with the world. And IT&E has been there from the get-go.
The thing I like best about working with IT&E is how willing they are to come out and find a solution. Even for Liberation Day, we thought we had a pretty good solution for our live stream setup, and it turns out that we did not have the right setup that we thought we needed. That day, just before the parade, reached out to Paul and said, here's our situation. What do you think? He's like, we're gonna figure this out. While he's sitting there barbecuing, getting ready for the parade to start, he starts burning up the phone lines, calling everybody in IT&E, what can we do, what's the right solution? They left their families to do this stuff and get us the equipment that we needed to broadcast live. That's over and above. That's on a holiday. That's when he was out there spending time with his family.
That's why IT&E is just the best, just really in touch with the people and the community.
I recommend IT&E to everybody. Tell them the options are there, and you can choose whoever you want and then figure out what you think is the best. But when you're ready, when you're tired of having your calls disconnected or not having service, then you reach out to the guys from IT&E.
My name is Kelly. I've never been good at giving up. And that's okay, because I have big plans. This might sound crazy right now, but someday, I will be the captain of my own ship.
This is the captain.
I'll steer through new waters. And I'll stand up to the biggest storms. Me and my crew will fight back against the toughest enemies. I'll lead the sailors on my ship, my way. And together, we will always do what is right. I'll show the world any girl can be a captain. I'll show them that I am enough. No matter what comes my way, I'll stay the course. Because history won't remember those who took the easy way out. My name is Kelly, and it means determination.
Oh, no. Hey, good morning, Marianas, and welcome back. It is another edition of Good Morning, Marianas. We took a little break from our United Love Fest to have a couple commercials to remind you that this weekend is Ring of Fire 2. Doors open at the Garapan Roundhouse at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, the doors open at the Garapan Roundhouse. They're fighting early. We're talking 25 matches. Oh, man. Fights start at 4 o'clock, and they're probably going to go all the way till like 11 p.m. That is like 7 hours of fighting. Got some big matches. Cookie Alvarez and the guys putting it all together. No kidding. It's going to be great. You can get your tickets now, $25 at Borderline in Garapan and $25 at Forever CNMI on Quartermaster Road. If you wait till fight day, that price goes up to $30. So get your tickets now while you can, while they're just $25. I'll tell you, we were at the Ring of Fire is great. The ring is awesome. The folks who come out, the fighting, the coaching, the judges, they're all great, and it's a lot of fun. Go on out there if you want to have a heck of a night this Saturday. That's the night to be there. It's June 15th. Again, doors open at 3 o'clock. The fights start at 4, and that's all the new guys, like the undercard and everything starts at 4 o'clock. And you can't ask for more. Say, hey, there's nothing to do in Saipan. No way. We got a big event going on this weekend. We got stuff happening all the time. And, you know, speaking of events this weekend, I should probably transition out of the music, even though I still love this music, though. It's fun. It definitely says something's happening. But the Battle of Saipan, the 80th anniversary ceremony, is going to be this Saturday also. Now, that's going to be in the morning from 9 to 12. In fact, we're going to end up streaming it live here on NMI News Service, so you'll be able to see it. But all the events are going to take place here on NMI News Service, so you'll be able to see it. Now, it's going to take place officially at American Memorial Park, but we're going to stream it live over there. They reached out and said, hey, can you? And we said, yes, absolutely. We'll end up doing it. They're going to be planning some more things. But again, everything's going to happen. There's going to be a reenactment of the U.S. landing at Veterans Memorial at Civic Center Beach at 8:30. How cool is that? I can't imagine what that's going to look like. And that's something that you wouldn't want to miss. There's going to be a flyby at 10 o'clock. I mean, there's going to be all kinds of stuff happening. I don't know what they're going to do for that reenactment of soldiers coming on the beach, but I wouldn't doubt that they're going to use one of those Pacific Marine landing crafts. Who knows what they're going to do? I have no clue, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they have. I can't imagine they have those Higgins boats out here that they're going to be able to bring out. So like a whole bunch of them. So imagine, like, are they going to be wearing the old uniforms and everything like that? I mean, it sounds really cool. I would definitely want to see that. That's going to be at 8:30, just down the street here in Susupi by Civic Center Beach, where you're going to be able to see by the American Memorial that they have there, the Veterans Memorial that they have there. You'll be able to go and check it out. And that's going to be this Saturday. So what a Saturday we have in store. We got the big events happening to commemorate the start of the Battle of Saipan. It took place between June 15th and July 9th, 80 years ago. And then in the afternoon, we got the Ring of Fury 2. That's a Ring of Fire 2. It's going to take place over at the Garapan Roundhouse. It's going to be a busy day for sure. You don't want to miss it. Let's see what we got over here. Talking cabotage stuff. Oh, man. First of all, hey, before I get back into the United stuff, I want to say thanks to you guys who sent me messages on WhatsApp about that background music. I had no idea how loud that was going to be. but it's a really good idea to know, to hear what it is. And no, you can't, I can't even hear that one. For the United stuff, I can't hear that stuff in the background. I could see a level on it, but it doesn't really give me a good indicator. So for you guys who sent me the message on WhatsApp, really appreciate that. I didn't get to say anything to you about it, but I got it. There's no maybe. There's no maybe that you guys had some thoughts about it. 1 second. Let me get that off the screen for you. All right. And all right, just move the cameras back and leave for me. All right, Tobot Castro is coming in today to make sure our windows look awesome. He is the tint man from Dan, and he will be in here to take care of us and make sure that we are going to have some really cool stuff. All right, hey, we got guests coming in the studio in here just a little bit, and we're gonna. So make sure you're here for that. The folks from Threads Guam are coming in because they're going to give us a great new investment here in the CNMI. But before we do that, I haven't given you guys the latest that's happening from the Associated Press yet. And you definitely want to get that from us. We do that. It's part of our show every single day. And, well, here's the latest. This is just hot off the presses from the Associated Press.
AP News. I'm Ed Donahue. President Biden's son has been convicted of all 3 felony charges in his federal gun trial. The AP's Sagar Magani has the story.
It was a swift end to the trial in Delaware. A jury deliberated just 3 hours before finding Hunter Biden guilty. Prosecutors had argued he lied on a gun purchase form by saying he was not legally addicted to or using drugs. The underlying message?
No one in this country is above the law.
Special counsel David Weiss has led the federal probe into the president's son. Hunter Biden's lawyer suggested there will be an appeal. The president says he will accept the verdict and will not seek to pardon his only surviving son. Hunter Biden faces up to 25 years in prison, though first-time offenders do not get anywhere near the maximum sentence. Sagar Magani, Washington.
New York Republican Congressman Mark Molinaro had a mixed reaction.
The judge and others obviously saw error in the prosecution. I think that, quite frankly, this is a bit of a head fake, but he ought to be held accountable.
The Trump campaign called the Hunter Biden verdict nothing more than a distraction from what it called the real crimes of the Biden crime family. Donald Trump and allies have pressed unsubstantiated or debunked allegations. Hamas says it has given mediators its reply to the U.S. proposed ceasefire with Israel. National Security spokesman John Kirby says they've received the reply.
And we are evaluating it right now. And I think that's really as far as I'm going to go today. Just that we have this response and we're working our way through it and looking at it.
It appears the Hamas reply was short of an outright acceptance. The mayor of Atlanta says 4 people were shot, including the gunman, at a food court. The injuries are not considered life-threatening. The Dow finished down 120 points. This is AP News. A judge in Georgia is ordering the lawyer for rapper Young Thug to spend the next 10 weekends in jail after finding him in contempt. The AP's Margie Zarraletta has the story.
Fulton County Superior Court Chief Judge Ural Glanville has ordered attorney Brian Steele to jail after Steele refused to tell him how he knew information from a Monday meeting involving Glanville, prosecutors, and a prosecution witness. Steele represents Young Thug, who was charged along with more than 24 others of violating Georgia's anti-racketeering and gang laws. Steele has requested to serve his time in the same jail where Young Thug is housed so they can work on the rapper's defense. Steele also has appealed the order. I'm Margie Zarraletta.
U.S. officials are working to bring home 4 injured instructors from Iowa's Cornell College who were stabbed in a Chinese city where they were teaching. The injuries are not considered life-threatening. I'm Ed Donahue, AP.
AP Sports, I'm Chuck Freeman. The Florida Panthers have moved out to a 2-0 lead in the Stanley Cup Finals, beating the Edmonton Oilers 4-1. Evan Rodriguez, 2 third-period goals to help secure the win for the Panthers. Dan Hurley is staying at UConn after all. He has decided to turn down an offer to take over the Los Angeles Lakers, ending several days of speculation about his future. He'll come back to try to guide the Huskies to a 3rd straight NCAA basketball championship. The NFL's longest tenured head coach is not not leaving Pittsburgh anytime soon. The Steelers have signed Mike Tomlin to a 3-year extension. It'll carry him through at least the 2027 season. Tomlin was about to enter the final year of his deal. Baseball, Baltimore completes a 4-game sweep in Tampa, beating the Rays 5-2. WNBA, Caitlin Clark had a quiet night, just 10 points on 3 of 8 shooting. And Connecticut beat Clark and the Indiana Fever 89-72. Chuck Freeman, AP Sports.
And what a Laddie Cup update that was. Not a whole lot in there from the guys from the Laddie Cup. But I'll tell you what, I saw yesterday after the show wrapped up, started watching Game 2 of the Laddie Cup finals between the Oilers and the Panthers. And the Oilers were leading 1-0 early in the first period. And that was it. And the Panthers just started laying it on them. They ended up winning 4-1, 4 unanswered goals for the Panthers. Ugh. Man, if it was in Florida, and if the series continues to go like that, I mean, if they keep playing that way, there's no way that the Oilers have a chance now. But who knows what happens when they get to their home ice and see how that ends up going. You might not be hockey fans, but I'll tell you, it's a Laddie Cup. The Stanley Cup looks just like a Laddie Stone, and I don't think there's any coincidence about that at all. Hey, by the way, we are just moments away from having someone pop in for the show. Hold on 1 second. It's so funny. I'm going to give you guys a real quick video. I'll be right back after this.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
You owned your car for 4 years. You named it Brad. You loved Brad. And then you totaled him. You two had been through everything together. 2 boyfriends, 3 jobs. You're like, nothing can replace Brad. Then Liberty Mutual calls, and you break into your happy dance.
If you sign up for Better Car Replacement, we'll pay for a car that's a model year newer with 15,000 fewer miles than your old one. See?
Gillette presents the Gillette Labs with Exfoliating Bar, a razor designed to take the hassle out of your routine with effortless shaving and one efficient stroke. The bar and the handle removes unseen dirt and debris that gets in the way of the blades, so nothing gets between you and a quick and easy shave. All with a lifetime warranty. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Harvey, want anything special for your birthday?
Just a decent cup of coffee.
You're kidding.
I'm serious. Honey, your coffee's undrinkable.
It's pretty harsh.
Well, so's your coffee. You know, the girls down at the office make better coffee on their hot plates. Well, see you later.
And he didn't even kiss me goodbye. You know, if I could just make a decent cup of coffee, I could relax. So, relax. Why don't you try Instant Folgers? Tastes good as fresh perked. Good as fresh perked? I'll surprise Harvey for his birthday tonight.
Hey, great coffee.
It's Instant Folgers. Doesn't it taste good as fresh perked?
Better.
Better than those girls make at the office?
Honey, their coffee can't hold a candle to yours.
Instant Folgers taste good as fresh perked. Try it.
All right, welcome back, Marianas. It is a heck of a day out here today, and I know you appreciated the extra super jam-packed commercial montage for there just a little bit there, because we had our new guest come in studio that we're going to be talking about today. Hey, it's 84 degrees outside right now, and it's feeling every bit of it because the humidity's at 82%. Hey, that's not so bad. It's 8:07 in the morning, and we're looking at a high near 87 today. Wind's going to keep coming up out of the east from 9 to 11 miles per hour. 30% chance of rain. You know, that's pretty much 100%. It's just maybe a 30% at your house. It's going to happen sometime today, and we're hoping that that doesn't do anything to affect the big game tonight between the Natives and the Falcons. Natives looking for their first win, trying to hand the Falcons their first loss. That's 6:30 tonight over at Tonco Field. And remember, last night between the undefeated Padres and the Bandits got rained out, just got postponed till Friday, where they're going to pick it up in the top of the first with the Padres ahead at 2-0. It is baseball. It is, you know, you can't play baseball if you don't have a cool uniform. And what is sports if it isn't also fashion? Is that a smooth segue? That's crazy. But it's kind of a little bit getting into what we have. I'll tell you what, we have guests in studio that we want to introduce to you because they flew all the way. Well, no, they didn't fly here from Guam. We have people from Guam who are here, but we got people from Saipan who are going to be talking all about this new shop that's going to be opening called Threads here in Saipan. So please, let's welcome our new guests in studio. We have Ha'ani and Kirsten. Thank you for coming to the show today, you two. Oh, wait, let me try it again without muting your microphones. All right, thanks for being here. All right, so, and do me a favor, if you guys speak up a little bit. You don't have to be super close to the microphone, but we'll be able to hear you a little bit better. Okay, now we got you. Now that sounds great. Well, thanks for coming in. Why don't you, if you could tell everybody who you are and what you end up doing with the new company and everything.
Okay, so my name is Kirsten. I am the store manager of Threads Guam.
I am Ha'ani, and I am the personal stylist.
Ooh, see, that's, when I heard that there's a personal stylist coming in, like I've met store managers before, but I've never met a personal stylist. This is a big thrill for me.
Yes. We're new for Saipan.
Yeah. Well, and I know that my life will never be the same once I get my first personal stylist. Yeah. Now, all right. So tell us all about this new store that's coming in and what's happening. It's, I know it's Threads.
Yes, Threads Guam. We are a women's clothing store. We chose to open up in Saipan to bring our fashion to the diverse community, so where we can bring all of our clothes to make every woman feel beautiful walking in and out of our stores and feeling comfortable in our quality products.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And like whenever we're looking at things not opening here in Saipan, and you guys are opening a new store. Like we have a hotel closing, but you guys are like, no, we have a value here. We're coming to Saipan. We're going to open up. So super exciting stuff. So where is the new store located?
So we are actually located in Townhouse Shopping Center, Unit 7 in Chalankanoa area.
Okay, so that's a easy landmark for everybody. KFC, Taco Bell, Payless, all that. So the Townhouse Shopping Center, and it's almost like a little mall over there, right?
The newest mall, I believe, in Saipan, right? Yeah.
That's great. So, and now there's a soft opening, there's a grand opening. How does this all work for you?
So for the soft opening, of course, it's just to get all of the Saipan community to get involved in what we have to offer, and then the grand opening is basically for everybody to come and enjoy the fashion experience with their personal stylists.
That's awesome. Yes. So, all right, so let's start talking personal stylists. I already got my heart broken because I heard it's a women's clothing store, so I'm out of luck. I get nothing. But that's okay. I have a couple of great women in my life. I've got my wife and my daughter and my girlfriend. No, I don't. So tell me about what is a personal stylist.
So my definition of a personal stylist is that when women come into the store, and of course, all women want a second opinion when it comes to shopping. So, of course, we're always there to give them the second opinion or to even help them try to figure out what outfit they're looking for, or especially, like, if they come in for, like, events. Every girl wants to, of course, like, always just do the most in the best way.
Well, that's great. So I can, and is there an age group that you cater to for all the clothing and everything that you have?
For right now, we are offering to all age demographics just to see what kind of fashion we'll be bringing in for the years to come.
So I'm thinking because I can bring my daughter down there and my wife can come down and get that same kind of great selection and everything.
Yes, for sure. I'm sure you can bring them. I'd say our pieces we carry is from like ages 15 and up. Yes.
All right. She's a little bit, she already seems like she's 17. She's 11.
Oh.
And so she might be trying, unless you have some real petite kind of stuff.
Yes.
She's tall too. So maybe, but she can go down there and aspire to all the cool stuff that you guys have.
I'm sure our personal stylist will definitely assist her with everything.
Yes, of course.
And I'm sure she'll walk out with something she'll love.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Man, if you guys were just like a month earlier for Mother's Day or something, if we could have got it. But this will be really cool. It'll be a Father's Day gift to give to their mothers in their lives. They can go down there and check out what you guys have. All right. So now, when you guys open, what are your hours going to be? I saw what the soft opening is going to be and everything, but what are your regular store hours?
Okay, so our store hours will be Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Wow, that's great.
So it's a lengthy time for all of our customers to come shop during their lunch or after work, because I know the time to get off here in Saipan is a little earlier than 7.
Well, hey, this is going to work out great because school's letting out. People can go in and get a good idea of what they want to get, what they want to wear for the summer and everything. And you got also plenty of time for people to get ready for their new school shopping for next year too.
Yes, especially for the teachers. I'm sure that's every time the school year comes around, that's where we get most of our clientele is teachers. So I hope they stop by.
Now, Ani, you're from Saipan.
Yes.
Kirsten, you're from Saipan too?
Guam.
You're from Guam.
Yes.
All right, so Ani might appreciate this a little bit too. It is hard to find clothes in Saipan.
Yes, definitely.
Like, and I could tell you, I got this in Guam actually. How about the shorts? No, shorts I got online, but most of that stuff it is online. It's hard to find good quality clothing here in Saipan. Is this a big game changer for us or what?
Definitely big game changer, because I feel that especially when it comes to shopping, a lot of people tend to shop online, but then I feel like majority of people always want to see the items in store and also to try it on just so that they don't have to need to return it. But definitely, I think that opening a new store for Saipan is going to be great.
All right, somebody's phone is going off. You guys want to get it?
Yes.
It's okay. All right, but so on that level too, like I bought a lot of stuff on Saipan, and I'm guessing you did too. So how many times have you saw something that looks great online, then when it finally gets here, you try it, and it's like, that's really not for me. So like this eliminates that as an issue. Like you actually get to try on the clothes, get the clothes that you want that look good on you in the mirror.
Yes, I'm so excited for that, especially also as like a personal stylist. I'd love to also give that happiness to like the women who come in and say like, oh my gosh, finally I'm able to find something that I can wear to work, or even wear to like any events to like dress it up, or even dress down to be casual.
Well, that's great. Now, in Guam, not an issue, right? I mean, there's plenty of choices over there, but you guys have done so well that you're able to expand over here too.
Yes.
So what is it? Like, is it like what kind of clothes are you offering? What kind of, or is it an experience? Is it the accessories? What is it that makes Threads so great?
Yes, I believe it's all of the above that you just mentioned. The products we carry is semi-casual, formal, or even just business work attire. We carry a little bit of everything: footwear, accessories. So yes, all of those.
So it's a one-stop shop for fashion in Saipan now. Because there's really no, I mean, there are a couple of small little places, and they're not cheap here. I know that for sure. So, I mean, you're opening up this cool new place. So what, it looks like you got somebody else who's popping in too. And you know how I knew that they were coming here with you guys? Because she looks so fancy. You know, you guys are stylish already, even before the place. Yeah, come on in. You can walk right in. All right, so walk us through, again, now you have, again, a brand new experience here in Saipan. So what is that experience going to be like? If I'm just a customer walking in the door looking for stuff, what's going to make you guys stand out?
Okay, so personally, for Threads Guam, we are one of the top-notch customer service store. The minute the customers walk in, we're greeting them. We're showing them around the store, all the products we have to offer. And then as far as going into the dressing room, making them try it on, and then just conversating with them outside in the fitting room or outside the fitting room, looking at them in the mirror, trying to figure out their piece of what they want to feel confident in.
Well, this is really cool. Are there any, like, do you cater to any special brands? Is there anything that you feature?
So our owner, she actually handpicks pieces from the West Coast, and she does design it too for most of our brands.
No way.
Yes.
That's so cool. Now, that's the job I need. I'm telling you, like, just to be able to go places, I'm like, I think that's going to sell. That's going to be like a nice style and all that stuff. Great. When you come on here, Karina, you're going to have to tell me about this lifestyle that you have where you get to do cool stuff like this. Where I am just a guy who buys stuff that's on a rack somewhere. And I'm an off the rack guy. That's it. I'm not fancy enough. I mean, don't let the flamingo shirt fool you. Like, when you were talking about accessories, like what are some of the accessories that you guys have?
I believe we will soon be bringing in handmade pieces, and also just regular jewelry that you'll find at some like stores. Yeah, necklaces, earrings, rings, all of the above.
So you really do have it all. And
yes.
And you said you were like, when people want to do occasions and stuff like that, they want to look, a certain way. You guys have all that kind of stuff.
Yes, we carry from many prints, styles, solid prints, everything. All of the above, like I said earlier.
You've got one of our commenters saying, hey, I'm telling you, people from Guam love Saipan. Kudos to you girls for taking a chance here.
Thank you.
that is really cool. So, Hani, I mean, you're in like from day one. And so how did you find out about these guys?
So I've been seeing a lot of their ads on Instagram, and then I saw that they're hiring a personal stylist, and especially based in Saipan. So I think like the day of, I had to just get my resume ready and then send it, and then hopefully to just like hear back from them. And then once I got the interview, it was so exciting, especially to be a part of the opening, to be able to prep the store, and just getting like the full experience of like the store being so brand new, especially to me.
That's great. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to take a real quick break. We're going to just do a couple adjustments here, but we're going to talk to the folks here from Threads Guam opening their store in Saipan. It opens up this weekend. There's a soft opening that's happening on Saturday or on Friday, but on Saturday is the grand opening at 10 o'clock over at the Townhouse Shopping Center. We're going to take just a real quick break, and when we come back, we're going to hear more about it because this sounds way too cool. All right, so we'll be right back.
Greetings. Did you know that 1 in 5 adults experiences a mental health problem, but less than half receive the care they need? Mental health conditions are more common than cancer, diabetes, or heart disease. Yet, there still seems to be a stigma associated with seeking help for mental health well-being. This May, Mental Health Awareness Month, please join me in working towards normalizing discussions around mental health in our nation, and especially here at home in the Northern Marianas. Let's encourage and practice open conversations about mental health. Let's promote self-care practices such as regular exercise, adequate sleep, and when needed, let's not hesitate to seek help. If you or someone you know is experiencing a suicide, mental health, or substance use crisis, dialing or texting 988 connects you with a trained counselor you can help. Remember, dial or text 988 at any time to get the mental health you need. Thank you.
Is built. We lead by example, persistence to build. Be the inspiration, they witness the proof. We do what we do by the rules in the book. Be a laddie where discipline and vision is built. We lead by example, persistence to build. Be the inspiration, they witness the proof. We do what we do by the rules in the book.
All right, good morning, CNMI, and welcome back. It is a special day today because we've got folks from the island of Guam who are investing here in the Northern Marianas. Yes, you heard that right. We have a new store opening up. It is Threads Guam. Well, now it's going to be Threads Guam Saipan. No kidding. Hey, great question from Kudos. Are y'all hiring a tinter? Yes, that is the tint man from Dan weighing in and checking us out. Hey, it is 84 degrees outside right now, and it's going to be a great day. We're looking at a high near 87, but it can't get any more cool than what we've got right now in studio because we have Al and Karina Rivera here to talk about Threads Guam opening up the grand opening this Saturday at 10 a.m., June 15th. It's going to be over at the Townhouse Shopping Center. We have a really busy day going on Saturday. It's the anniversary of the Battle of Saipan. There's going to be stuff happening at the beach. There's a simulated beach landing of troops coming off at the Veterans Memorial on Beach Road. There's Threads opening up. There's a ceremony that's happening at Memorial Park. And then there is the Ring of Fire 2 happening in the afternoon. You can't say there's nothing happening in Saipan. Everything's happening in Saipan. Well, with that in mind, let's talk to two people who are happening now in Saipan. We have Al and Karina. So glad to have you guys in studio with us.
Pleasure. Yes. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning. Half a day.
Half a day. This is so exciting. You know, this is really, really exciting that you guys are here and that you're investing here in the Marianas. Tell us a little bit about, first, what made you decide to open up here?
I hear you. I mean, I got to tell you, Brad, I mean, everyone thinks we're crazy. They're like, why? Hyatt's closing. I'm like, on what? You know? I mean, why not, right? Why not come to Saipan? And for us, it's more so not the tourist market. It's really for the locals. And the reason, second reason why we're here, we already all have a huge clientele who fly to Guam to our two stores in Dedado and in Hagåtña. Huge clientele, customer base with threadsguam.com. So yes, you mentioned online with the girls earlier. They shop online like crazy. And again, we said, hey, okay, it's time.
It's time.
Let's save them $8 from the United States Postal Service and get down here to Saipan. And I got to say also, the CNMI ladies from Tania and Rhoda, they're coming in also.
They're coming into the store, exactly
crazy.
right. On a weekly basis, we would have, people from the different islands coming into the store. So, of course, there's so many people that go to Guam just to shop. Well, Threads Guam became a staple, basically. We're on that list to
you better stop by,
yes.
or else. In fact, all the mullies are calling, the primas calling. You better stop by and get me one piece, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very exciting to be here. Truthfully, we're excited a whole lot to serve the CNMI. Bring our products and services here. I know we talked about branding with the girls earlier. A lot of our stuff come from manufacturers out of LA. We got Texas. We got as far as Florida. Where else? But yeah, majority of our products all manufactured out of the mainland. So good brand, good quality in terms of a style. I think the CNMI ladies are gonna love it.
It's a little bit of everything,
Yes.
for sure.
Well, I'm kind of a plain guy. I'm not fancy. You guys are going to help me get fancy stuff now.
Okay.
For everyone who I'm going to be shopping for. I got sister-in-laws. I got to ask my sister-in-law about the shopping down there at your store. You got 2 stores in Guam, you said?
Correct.
Hagatnya, and where's the other one?
Didido.
All right. So you guys cover like the main shopping places for sure.
Exactly.
Yes,
Correct. Based on population, yes. We're in the capital, and the main huge population is more of the north of the island. And then we got our distribution and online department also connected in our Hagatnya store on the 2nd floor. That's a whole nother store. We ship out also as far as Italy, believe it or not.
Yes.
I think we
pretty much touched everywhere.
Pretty much U.S. state we covered. Hawaii down to down to Tennessee.
A little bit of everywhere.
Florida, it's crazy. For us, it's like just putting out the brand out there and understanding the quality is why the consumers are still purchasing from us.
Well, and you were talking about that you sell online. We got your website up right now so people can see it. So it's at threadsguam.com.
Correct.
And this is how you're reaching a lot of folks.
Correct. Absolutely.
And so what are some of the things that people get from you the most?
I would have to say, gosh, it's kind of hard to just pinpoint and say just the one thing or style. It's truly a little bit of everything. Tops, dresses, footwear too. I think footwear has been everyone's favorite, actually. Lots of casuals, heels, a little bit of everything. And I think that's why people are just drawn to our brand because, again, we cover from casual all the way up to work professional items.
Well, you have a great website. You're going to have to update it now to have your Saipan store.
Oh, you saw that, right?
Yeah. Yes, we definitely have to add Saipan in there.
Yeah, but I love your website. It really is great. And you can see where it is right there. And that's threadsguam.com. I was checking out your social media stuff. I saw the countdown happening, the real quick reels that you have for everything.
Yes.
So, I'm excited too about seeing all this stuff. But the thing that you put about footwear is a real big deal because we used to have a Payless, not like the Oka Payless, like the actual Payless shoes.
Payless shoe source, I believe.
And Skechers, all these other places here. And now you don't really have, we have like an athlete's foot, right? Like where you can get like sneakers and stuff like that. But we don't have a real dedicated shoe place out here. So getting nice shoes for women's got to be a big hit. If that's one of your big winners.
Who doesn't love shoes? Well, us women at least.
All right, so you got a great website. You guys got this big opening that's happening. Again, you're going to be. How did you choose that this place, the Townhouse Shopping Center? It's a great spot. I hardly even get in there because I forget that it's there. That's something that only really opened up in the last couple of years. Mostly people roll in there for that Taco Bell or for KFC because we're real fancy. But that there is that opening with that whole. It's a whole little mini mall that's in there.
Correct. I mean, we friends of ours, mentioned that, hey, you got to go see Garapan. It's like the hot spot. But our thought was, like, I mean, that's pretty much more of the tourist side. We wanted to get away from that. We wanted to be more so, again, just because we mentioned earlier, it's more of the local market we're after. And we figured that Chanakanoa, and it was blessingly that we saw Town Now. I was like, hey, this is fairly new.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, let's get this place. And then, with J&G being in Guam as well, it was an easy negotiation in terms of an awesome rate. So shout out to J&G also for taking care of us as well.
So now you don't have to fly to Guam. I mean, it's nice to, but you don't have to fly to Guam to get some really great clothes, to get a great selection for clothing and accessories. You want to get a special gift for the women in your life, or you just want to look good for that big thing that's happening next. We can do it right here in CK.
Instantly. Exactly. And if you don't know what you want, we also have gift cards.
Yes, gift cards are such a hit too, because we have a lot of guys coming into the store trying to find a gift for their special loved one, and sometimes a lot of the times they're undecided, so gift card is the way.
Yes. And you have your personal stylist to help you out and say, okay, this is what she'll like, guarantee. And the goal for the personal stylist is to get personal, is to know their names. And possibly know where they work and get to know what their size is and what they really like in terms of colors. So it's gonna be a hit for Saipan.
I believe everyone's gonna enjoy the Threads Guam experience that we're here to deliver.
Correct.
Well, that's awesome. Now, how about the folks that we have with you today? Are they already showing off some of their Threads wear?
Yes, absolutely. There's a few here.
And then Kirsten has her outfit on. Her little blazers are a thing right now, so that's been such a hit for us. So what Kirsten had on earlier is one of our most popular items.
Right. And as for me, obviously I'm not wearing heels or a nice top. It is CK, but the goal is if we do well here, we're going to bring a mid store as well.
Get out.
Oh, gosh. Man, I go to conventions once a year, and I'm just like, okay, soon. It's coming. It's coming. So, yes, we've touched fabrics and quality fabrics out of different textiles out there, and we actually have a line set up. Yes, for sure. And hoping that we do well here, we'll definitely bring it here to Saipan as well.
Well, I look forward to it. I'm telling you, every time I need to get something, I can't, there's nowhere. We don't have a great clothing selection here for guys in Saipan. I mean, you can get some, like, we have the I Love Saipan store has like the real cool island print shirts and everything, like the good Tory Richards stuff. But that stuff's not cheap, right? That's crazy expensive. Then maybe you can find a good one at one of the other little stores if you got the right day at the right time. It might have the right size and the right look and the right feel of the fabric. Maybe. But it's such a crapshoot. That's like when I go to Guam, I gotta shop because like I can actually try the stuff on there and get everything.
Absolutely.
So,
and for us, we understand that brand is one thing, but fabric is another. In real reality, fabric, everyone uses almost the same fabric. It's really how the manufacturer goes down the line and sews it, what we've learned. So we got close to a lot of manufacturers out of California, and they know and understand the expectation from Threads Guam in terms of quality.
Well, so can you tell me a little bit about the Threads Guam story? Like, how did you guys get started? When did you guys get started? The whole thing.
Oh, gosh. Well, we've always understood and knew that we want, I guess I will start with the passion for fashion. With Karina, she's always had it, and she always knew that she wanted to design her own and bring in affordable quality items and pieces. And in Guam, it was always Macy's, right? It was like, you got to go to Macy's if you want it, but you just had to pay that pretty penny. Mm-hmm. We've done our due diligence years later and understood that we can get the same fabric, same quality at a less expensive rate. So why not bring it in with her passion for fashion at a less expensive rate? Awesome designers out of LA, right, downtown LA, and bring it in and showcase the products. but we've been in business for almost 8 years now.
Wow.
It was a domino effect. We opened in
2016
in the village of Tuman in a little 10 by 20?
Yes, a very small space.
Small
So literally, you're
space.
actually the size of this, probably around here.
Exactly. A year later, we opened in the village of Hagåtña, which is our capital. A year later, we opened in Dederdo. Then, of course, everyone knows COVID hit. So we had to close the Tuman location.
But I bet you had the best looking masks.
Oh, yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
we did at that time. Yes, of course, I
Yeah.
had to bring some masks in, but so COVID hit, and then therefore gave us extra time on our hands to finally launch our website. That was something that was supposed to happen way long time ago, but did not. But fortunately, out of COVID, that's what came out with our website.
Correct. And then we're here in Saipan.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, what a great story. And just the idea, I mean, you're doing what you love. That's pretty awesome.
How fun is that, right?
It is. Yes. So, other than that, again, we're happy to be here. Thank you, United, for lowering the rates on certain days, right? But we can get it lower. That'd be great too. But other than that, we're happy to be here. We've met a ton of people here. The hospitality is
amazing.
we're just okay. I think, everyone's just so nice.
Absolutely.
It was huge.
Everywhere
I mean,
we
down
go,
to the
everybody
government
is
agencies, to the private sectors. It's pretty cool. Huge welcome. Not sure they know already we're from Guam. I think they're from Guam. Make sure we take care of them, right? But other than that, just our newest team as well. We're super happy to have them. But yeah, we're definitely excited to open on Saturday. Definitely.
Well, I got your email, and Paul is the one who put us together, which is
shout
really
out
great.
to Paul Guerrero and May,
Yes.
please.
Oh my gosh, those two. They're such a blessing to us, truthfully.
They're just taking care of us left to right. I mean, I feel like, we're already calling each other brother already. I'm like, we're brothers now, right? We're close. But yeah, shout out to Paul and May. Definitely appreciate you guys a whole lot. We've met a ton of people from you guys. We've, I would say we couldn't have done without them as well.
Yes.
They put a lot of their time to help us out. So definitely appreciate them.
Well, I hope you brought some bigger size clothes because Paul and May will feed you and feed you and feed you the whole time.
Man, yes, they have. We've been to dinner with them a couple of times already, and and by the way, good food in Saipan as well.
Oh my gosh!
God, you took us some hidden treasures. We're like, okay, this wasn't on Food Network, but it was great. So, yeah. Shout out to Naked Fish too.
Oh yeah.
Yes, gosh, awesome food over there. Great entertainment.
The beef tataki.
Yes,
that is. Oh, have you tried that one?
Whoa, I think our favorite is the naked garlic. Was it?
Naked garlic dish. Yeah, their popular dish. Yes, Kirsten actually is a huge fan of that.
The palaksi.
Yes.
Oh
yeah. It's good. It's just like wow, super fresh, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Even all the ingredients for their drinks are great too.
Yes.
So they
shout out to our mixologist over there.
Oh my gosh, she's super good, on point all the time.
So you got a couple of days to get ready. The soft opening is going to be Friday, but the grand opening is going to be on Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Townhouse Shopping Center. You don't want to miss it.
You don't. Yeah, definitely. So soft openings. It's pretty much a VIP invite just to show a lot of some of our delegates, some of the Congress as well. Yourself, please bring your wife. Bring him on down.
We'll be there.
Yes. A lot of the Guam businesses, just to more so meet and greet. Let them know we're here to stay. Also that we're also here to help the community as well. I think one of our first goals here is to more so give to the homeless. We've noticed there's a couple of homeless people we've met
right around that area.
Right.
Yeah.
So we want to be able to give back. So with Reds Guam in Guam, it's something we do also. We give back to the community, and it's our homeless. We feed also every third Monday.
Yes, every third Monday, and we've been doing it thankfully for 7 years now.
No kidding.
Correct. Yeah. So it's all about giving back.
Yeah,
You know.
it definitely is.
Yeah, we definitely got to get back to the community. You know, maybe there's a couple of other nonprofit organizations here that we can reach out to if they need some help with, you know, that we'll probably get connected to probably. But I think our first things first will be maybe in the homeless.
Yes.
You know, just trying to give back. You know, maybe some clothing, maybe you know a couple, some canned food or whatever, something to do at least once a week would be great.
Wow. Well, we're going to look forward to following all the great stuff that you're doing. And, man, we're really excited about coming out and checking out your store. I know my daughter's not going to. She's going to want to buy everything when I bring her in there. So I can't wait to get down there and check it out. It sounds like you're doing great stuff. You're going to be, but you're still going to be in Guam. Are you going to make it over a bit? Are you going to come over?
Absolutely. So first things first, I mean, we're all here till next week, Wednesday.
Correct.
But Kirsten, our store manager, will be flying out on a weekly basis, checking the team, making sure they're well taken care of as well.
That's great. So you're going to have a Saipan workforce. You're going to have some folks from Guam coming over and check. You guys are going to come over and check. Make sure we got cool stuff. We're doing stuff in the community. And you guys are opening up a cool place for women here this Saturday. I'm excited, guys. I know you're excited. I can't imagine how much prep work it's got to be, like to open up something on a different island on top of that too.
It beat me up. I'm not gonna lie,
Yes,
but
absolutely.
you know, again, we couldn't give up. There's no way. You know, in terms of shipping, material, it took a toll on us.
It did,
But
actually.
yeah, we said no. Let's not give up. Let's do this. You know. So yeah, I think that overall it's pretty much done already. We got the entire team here. We're prepping product, we're tagging, we're steaming, and we're ready to roll.
Oh, steaming. That's right. You guys got to get stuff ready for the racks. You got to get those steamers and everything,
yeah.
right?
So we're not like those other ordinary stores. They just get it in from the manufacturer and put it on the hanger. No, this is we take time. Quality. We also make sure there's quality control. Again, people make mistakes in the factories. We want to make sure that there's still pockets and there's no holes or
defects. Yes,
for defects. We definitely do quality control.
Man, you know, I didn't even think about it until you said the steaming. A long time ago when I was going to school, I was working retail to help with get some extra money while I was going to school. It was Old Navy. And the whole all the folding, the steaming stuff, getting stuff ready, prepping stuff, getting everything moved around over there. It's so much work, and it's nonstop. You personal stylists, you guys are going to be busy for sure when people check everything out.
Yeah, definitely. When we get to the mainland, you know, we go to Old Navy as well, and I can only imagine just folding and folding, right?
So, anything else you want people to know about the store that's happening and the grand opening's happening this Saturday?
Yeah, so I think the bottom line is, you know, that come check us out Saturday, you know, and you know, our thing has always been, you ain't got to buy anything. Just come meet your personal stylist, and then thereafter you'll know what we're all about, you know, in terms of our brand and our products and services. And I think the biggest factor of Threads Guam is your personal stylist, because it's just a fun thing in terms of new friendship. You know, I mean, it may come down to family thereafter in the future.
For sure.
But yes, it's pretty much gonna be a hit when you meet your personal stylist.
What a win, too. So I know you said the gift cards are really big, but I went under just the shopping, and it's got to be so easy to be able to find your stuff just by size. That's awesome.
It's
Correct.
too easy.
Very, yes, color coded, size, yes, yeah. The search engine there is awesome. Took us a while to build, but you know we got it done.
All right, well, that's it. That's the big grand opening is this Saturday at 10 a.m., June 15th, at the Townhouse Shopping Center. It's Threads Guam?
Correct. Threads Guam Saipan.
Threads Guam Saipan. I love it. All right, well, we're looking forward to being there with you. We're so glad that you made your way in to talk to us today and to share this great new investment that you're doing out here. So, Al and Karina, thanks so much for coming out here. And Hani, thanks for being here. Kirsten, thanks for being here. And wait, who walked in late?
Yes, you got to introduce her, actually. She's also our newest personal stylist. It's Denisha. I'm gonna move
Denisha, come on in.
Yes.
Don't be shy.
Hey, Don't worry. Don't worry.
Where you from in Saipan?
So my name is Denisha Babata. I'm one of the personal stylists here in Threadsquam, Saipan. I'm from the village of Papago.
Hey, Papago and San Vicente represented here today. This is great. Hey, and you can't talk about fashion without being fashionably late, and that's what happened. So it's just perfect. It is great. She got here a long time ago. I'm just giving her some stuff. But so, how did you find out about the store too to get in here?
So how I found out about Threadsquam was that I usually always look on Instagram. So I came across their posts that they're hiring, and I also had family members sending me screenshots of them hiring. So it was around I sent my resume at nighttime. I was like, oh, I gotta first thing I gotta send my resume. I was like, I knew I gotta get the job.
She wanted it.
Yeah.
So, growing up here, you have to deal with the same stuff about having a hard time trying to find actual clothes that you can wear at different stores and stuff like that. So you're already there working on stuff, getting it set up and everything. Yes. So how cool is it to know that you're going to be at a place where you can get really good stuff?
I'm honestly excited to be a part of the team and to be a part of the grand opening. And well, for me, I personally love fashion, so with doing preparing all the products, I'm also scheming to what I like.
Oh,
that's the fun part.
Yes.
Well, great. Anything you want to say to friends, family who are going to be coming out this weekend?
What I want to say is, calm down, come and check out the shop. We have a lot of nice casual to business attire, which really here on Saipan we really don't have much of, I would say.
Yeah, well, we're going to see it all this weekend.
Yes.
And we're excited about it. All right, well, for all of you guys, thanks so much for being here. We're looking forward to being a part of it this weekend. We're going to take a break, and we're going to get back into our local headlines. We'll get the AP News updates, and then we're going to get on our merry way and look forward to what's happening this weekend. So we'll be back. We'll get a couple words from our sponsors here, like Laddie Built. You guys have great clothes for ladies. Well, while you're there, right next door, Laddie Built Gym, Laddie Built Fitness is right over there. All right, so we're going to go take a message from our sponsors.
Is built. We lead by example, persistence to build. Be the inspiration, they witness the proof. We do what we do by the rules in the book. We be a Lottie where discipline and vision is built. We lead by example, persistence to build. Be the inspiration, they witness the proof. We do what we do by the rules in the book.
For close to 30 years, I've never seen a carrier with so many different types types of ways to serve their customers. Whether it's fiber, whether it's fixed wireless, 5G mobility, LTE, we know how to get the job done. Being part of the IT&E team is more than just being part of a company, it's being part of a family. Your coworkers want you to be successful. Your managers want you to be successful. I want you to be successful. Lean on us. That's what we're here for. And we're here to make you successful, not the other way around. Our success will come from yours. We're going to empower our employees. We want you to be the tip of the spear for leading IT&E in the future. Second, we're going to delight our customers. Every customer experience is meaningful. We want every customer to walk away thrilled that they chose IT&E as a provider for every product that we offer. Then finally, we do those two things, we're going to crush our competition.
Good morning, CNMI, and welcome back. What a great little break that was to have the folks from Threads Guam Saipan make their way into the studio and tell us about their grand opening that's happening this Saturday, June 15th at 10 a.m. at the Townhouse Shopping Center over there in Chalakanoa. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to be part of a really big event that's happening. It's called Saturday. There's so many things happening this Saturday. You've got, again, the reenactment of the Battle of Saipan, the beach landing. That's what's happening at 8:30 by the Veterans Memorial on Beach Road in Civic Center. 10 o'clock is the grand opening for Threads Guam Saipan at the Townhouse. At 9 o'clock, you've got the ceremony for the commemoration of the start of the Battle of Saipan at Memorial Park. That's going to go all the way till noon. We're going to be streaming it live here at NMI News Service. What else do we have? Ring of Fire 2 that's taking place. Holy cow. 1 second. Hold on. All right, sorry. And that's going to go all the way till night. So literally from dawn way past dusk, there's going to be tons of activities happening this Saturday. By the way, just a reminder, we have the USNS City of Bismarck in town. They're only here until tomorrow morning, and they pulled in last night. So welcome them. There's a bunch of Howleys walking around that you don't know. That's why. All these guys from the Navy out here supporting our community a little bit as part of the exercise for Valiant Shield. We're going to have more folks coming in just a few days after they leave. Another similar ship, it'll be the USNS Puerto Rico coming in. And then after that is another big ship. And then after that, there's going to be another big ship. So a lot of U.S. military stuff coming in here, like in a great way too. Stuff that we can really use here in Saipan. You come in here to spread some money, great, do it, and enjoy it while you can. Enjoy everything that we have going on this weekend. It's going to be great. Woo, I'm telling you, it was a big show today, and a lot of it, happened to be about United at the beginning, and then talking about Threads' big opening that's coming up. That's exciting stuff. Oh, man. It is a long day. It's great. I'll tell you, one of the greatest things about it is having coffee in studio now that we have a coffee maker. You know what? It tastes good. It has the caffeinated effect, but it doesn't give the same kind of love that we get over across the street at the Shack. I need to get some of that in a little bit. By the way, they're open until 2 o'clock today at the Shack. They are open until 2 o'clock Tuesday through Friday, and on both days, Saturday and Sunday, from 8 to 12. So while you're over there, you got to make sure that you get fueled up before you're going to go on your shopping rampage for the grand opening of Threads Guam Saipan. So start off at the Shack. You can grab yourself, take it to go, and go watch the beach landing down the street at Civic Center Beach. and then make your way down to Garapan to check out the ceremonies, and then you can go back down to Threads for their grand opening at 10, just in time for the Ring of Fire. That's going to happen. Ring of Fire 2 at Garapan Roundhouse. Yeah. And by the way, VFW, they've got a canteen. You do not need to be a veteran to go to the VFW. This is a true story. You have to be a veteran to become a member of the VFW, but not for the VFW canteen. You do not have to be a member to go there. That's right. They've got Saipan's best prices and the coldest drinks. They have cigars there. It's a great spot. It's an outdoor bar, essentially. You're on the second floor, and when you're going out this weekend, you want to go do anything, you could support the veterans who went out there and deployed by supporting the VFW. Just go there for your first drink. Make it. It's the first one's for the troops. That should be the thing. Make your first one for the troops. That's what we do, and you could do that too. Hey, real quick, I want to tell you more about Laddie Built. Their great facility right next door, essentially, to Threads Guam Saipan that's opening up is awesome. Check it out. They're right there in front of the Aquarius Beach Tower. They've got all kinds of specials. If you want to get one of your friends in who's not a member, go in. They'll let you work out together for free. Your friend will be able to work out with you for free. If they end up signing up for a membership of 6 months or more, they're going to give you a bonus month on your membership. Not too shabby. They've got certified certified fitness trainers that are there at Laddie Built. And they've got everything you need to go from feeling like something's missing in your life to feeling great, like your clothes feeling great and everything. Also want to say thanks to IT&E providing us with all the bandwidth that we need to bring this show to you. Wherever you are, whatever you do, you get to see this because of Team Blue. Where they take care of us for our broadcast. They take care of us for all of our on-location broadcasts. When we bring baseball to you, it's because of IT&E. When we bring you the Liberation Parade, it's because of IT&E. When we bring you the broadcast for the commemoration of the 80th anniversary of the Battle of Saipan, it's because of IT&E. IT&E believes in us. We believe in them. So go ahead and give them some love also. All right, that's what we've got for you today. Oh, and also, the rain may have spoiled their first game coverage, but we're going to bring them back on Friday for the game of the week. AK Saipan, Atkins Kroll Saipan, they are our newest sponsor for the Saipan Baseball League game of the week. They are going to also give prizes. That's right, some sweet AK merch to our AK player of the game. Right now, it's still in the top of the first, and it's a rain delay, so there's nobody who's picked up yet for it. Anyway, that is what we've got for today's show, guys. We'll exit on giving you guys the latest because it just came in from the Associated Press. So you're going to go on having the latest update of what's happening around the world from the Associated Press. So that you got that going for us. We'll be back here again tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Thanks so much for tuning in like you do today and every day. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for all your comments. You can still send us questions. You can still send us comments. You can still do whatever you got to do between now and the show. We'd love to have you weigh in with more stuff anytime. Oh, I just saw another missed call that we had. All right, so we'll see you guys tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Here's the most recent update from the Associated Press.
AP News, I'm Ben Thomas. Hunter Biden convicted on 3 felony counts in his federal gun trial. Sagar Magani reports President Biden addressed a gun safety conference today, but did not mention the verdict.
Hours after Hunter Biden was found guilty of 3 felonies, the president did not reference his son, but did mention his administration's efforts to curb gun violence and urged those at the Everytown for a Gun Safety Action Fund to keep up the fight.
We need you. We need you to overcome the unrelenting opposition of the gun lobby.
The president had earlier said in a written statement he respects the verdict against his son and loves him. Immediately after the speech, he made an unscheduled trip to Delaware to spend the evening with Hunter Biden and other relatives. Sagar Magani, Washington.
Hamas says it's given Qatari and Egyptian mediators its reply to the U.S.-backed proposal for a ceasefire in Gaza, with, a spokesman says, some remarks. Meantime, the UN Human Rights Office is citing possible war crimes by Israeli forces and Palestinian armed groups in the deadly weekend raid by Israeli forces that freed 4 hostages. And a Florida law blocking treatment for transgender children has been thrown out.
A federal judge has struck down as unconstitutional a 2023 Florida law that blocked gender-affirming care for transgender minors and severely restricted such treatment for adults. The judge ruled the state went too far when it barred transgender minors from being prescribed puberty blockers and hormonal treatments with their parents' permission, and also stopped the state from requiring that transgender adults only receive treatment from a doctor and not from a registered nurse or other qualified medical practitioners. The ban on online treatment for transgender adults was also blocked. Governor Ron DeSantis' office blasted the decision, calling it erroneous, and has vowed to appeal. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
This is AP News. The World Bank's upgraded its outlook for the global economy, estimating it'll expand 2.6% this year on the strength of sustained growth in the United States. How things go on Wall Street?
I'm Seth Sutel, and this is the AP Markets Report. Stocks drifted to a mixed close overall on Wall Street, but the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq Composite still managed to notch more record highs. A big gain in Apple helped push both indexes higher Tuesday. The S&P 500 added 0.3%, driven largely by gains in tech stocks. The Nasdaq climbed 0.9%. The Dow fell 120 points. That's about 0.3%. The Federal Reserve announces its latest decision on interest rates on Wednesday. The central bank is widely expected to leave rates where they are. Apple jumped 7.3% after highlighting its push into artificial intelligence. Treasury yields fell in the bond market. The yield on the 10-year Treasury note dropped to 4.41%. Seth Sutel, New York.
And I'm Ben Thomas, AP News. Thank you for listening.
All right. Hey, welcome back. That is the latest update from the Associated Press. But I'll tell you what, we've got more for you. For sure. I thought we were going to be done. Truth is, we're not done. We got more stuff to talk about today. Because what we ended up doing more than anything, I mean, we really want to promote those new folks who are coming in. Anytime somebody's going to be opening up a business in Saipan, I mean, you got an airline that's jobbing us pretty hard, and you've got a hotel that's closing. You got other businesses struggling. These guys are coming in and investing. So I wanted to make sure that we gave them plenty of time to talk about what they've got going on in the world. But, you know, we need to talk about is what's happening here. And speaking of businesses and hotels closing and all that stuff, Eland is the company that oversees a bunch of businesses here. They've got the Kensington, they've got PIC, and they've got Coral Ocean Point, both the golf course and the hotel itself. Then you see that they've got Ojaz that opened up down in Garapan also. You know, like when other businesses are closing, they see something else. They're expanding here, so it's great. Well, anyway, they're trying to get a 15-year extension on the lease that they've got with Public Lands, and there should be absolutely no reason why somebody wouldn't support that. Really, I mean, with people who are trying to get out of here and close businesses, close up shop and everything like that, you know, we should be looking at really taking care of the companies that are here and the ones who are growing here. I mean, they've got all these businesses here, right? There should be no question. Well, Senator Mendiola from Rhoda, yesterday, he issued a statement saying that he is all in favor of the extension for the lease. And you know what? I thought it was funny. So I reached out to some of my friends who are in this world. I said, hey, it's funny that the senator from Rhoda is the one who's coming out with this. Is somebody not in favor of supporting this? Because if not, who? Who wouldn't be in favor of extending what's going on for, nice. Who wouldn't be in favor of extending Coral Ocean Point's lease, right? You think you're going to get someone better to come in? Don't repeat the same mistakes that screwed over. Yes, don't make the same mistake that screwed over up north, the Marianas Resort. If you want to have that, if you want to repeat it, boy, I'll tell you what, You're not going to get anybody to keep investing here. We'll end up losing Korea as our next. Then who are we going to go after? Really? I mean, like, you're running out of people to invest. You're running out of people to support our Marianas. These guys actively have people out in Korea trying to market their hotels and Saipan as a destination. Anybody who wants to get rid of that, you need to not listen to those folks. If they're elected, you need to get them out of office too, because they don't know what they're talking about. I'm telling you, I don't know who it is. Literally, you're on something nice there, Brad. I know. I'm just being stupid. And I'm like telling you, if there's any one of our elected folks who don't want to see COP get extended and they're actively working against that, they are actively not working in the best interest of the CNMI. Really, that you might, whatever issues you got with COP, I'm telling you, COP and Elan, they've been doing good stuff. Kensington, PIC, COP, kind of a package deal. Don't job them, guys. I'm telling you, don't screw over these guys. They're here. They've been here for a long time now. And imagine all the money they had to put back into that hotel. They were already having to do stuff. But, hey, U2 was 6 years ago. Understand. But that blew out their hotel. Do you guys realize what happened to the hotel? The whole golf course got destroyed. Plenty of their buildings got destroyed. Their main building, the windows blew out, the doors blew out. Their hotel rooms, the windows blew out, the furniture blew out, and everything. It blew the roof off of like one of their rec facilities over there. Their golf carts and everything. Like, remember, the eye wall passed right over that property. They've had to rebuild after all of that. They may have been the worst hit hotel that was in operation. It was awful. And now they're back and they reinvested in all that stuff. And they renewed their commitment to here. I mean, before the typhoon, remember how they built up the stuff by the beaches? They made them look nice, the pala-palas and all that stuff. They can't just focus on that after they get beat up. They're still trying to rebuild from that. Hey, they'll take care of us if we take care of them, and we should. We can't turn our backs on a good, responsible business here in the CNMI. Don't turn your back on them. If you're working against them, you're working against us. That's it. And props to you, Senator Mendiola, for saying that and for issuing that statement about supporting the lease extension for the Coral Ocean Point. Again, if somebody's working against that, if somebody's in a position, if it's public lands or somebody who's in an elected office and you're working against that, well, you are just, you're setting us up for failure. Don't do it. Don't do it. CNMI needs Coral Ocean Point, and they need Elan to stay here. That's a big-time investor. You can't screw those guys over. If you are, boy, I tell you, not good. And they've got a lot of local workers who are there. It's important. It's important. Hey, speaking of local workers, the Department of Labor came out. They wanted to make sure that everybody's reminded about the job preference requirements here in the CNMI. It says the employers, you've got to give preference to qualified citizens and CNMI permanent residents and U.S. permanent residents for employment opportunities over foreign national workers and non-immigrant aliens. That's it. Local folks get the preference. That's it. If two people are tied, it's got to go to the local. Also, you got to make sure about the employer declaration. While it's not required by USCIS, the CNMI law mandates that businesses submit employer declarations if they hire foreign workers instead of a qualified U.S. worker. That's the thing. So that is Department of Labor looking out for our local employees and our local labor force out here. Hey, good news from the Commonwealth Utilities Corporation. Yay! There's good news coming out from CUC. Look at that. Look, our FAC is going down. What, the FAC? Yes, it's the fuel adjustment charge. That is the crazy high part of your utility bill when you look at your power bill. Your power bill covers what it takes to actually the cost for the lines. to run the equipment, the labor, the distribution, the production, and all that other stuff. The FAC is supposed to be mostly just the fuel, but it also incorporates bad debt, and that is a tough one. So it's the price that they pay for fuel has to be factored in to how much you pay for the fuel, or you pay for power. That's that's a non-issue. Like, that's it. And they try to get the lowest price they can. But that's why there's two pieces to your power bill component, the fuel adjustment charge. And it went down. Well done. Now, is it a massive change? Well, I mean, you're going down 2.23 cents per kilowatt hour. That's not bad. We'll take it. It's better than nothing. We'll be happy about that. Hey, props to the Saipan's Small Business Development Center. Last week, they had the Boots to Business training event. I was there. I saw a bunch of you guys there, and it was awesome. We had some great speakers there from the CNMI, from Guam, and from Hawaii. David Berger, certified public accountant here locally, talking all kinds of money and legal things. We also had Ken Lujan from Guam, who was telling us a whole bunch of stuff from the Small Business Administration, one of the federal guys. Then we also had Dennis Kwok from the Veterans Benefits Outreach Center in Hawaii, who was a big part of it. So definitely happy to have both of those guys, all three of those guys in there talking to us. Thanks to the team at the SBDC here in Saipan. You got Roman, Nadine, and the team, Adelpha, taking care of us and giving us a great opportunity that included lunch. So we love that even more. Getting PIC lunch as part of that certainly was fantastic. So thanks so much for that. I think that's mostly what we had on tap for today. And I want to say thanks to you guys for tuning in. But we want to get to that stuff. We just had to get to it a little bit later because we had those great folks that popped in studio today. All right, so if you've got anything else, drop us a line. Send it to us in the comments here. You can send us at our WhatsApp at 670-789-2323. You can send us a message if you want to be on the show. Maybe you just want to hang out and see what Tobot looks like, because he's going to be coming to the studio here in a little bit. All right. Anyway, that's our show for today. It really is. We got to our local stuff, and that's something that we really want to do. It's a pleasure that I get to do this kind of stuff for you. And I love doing it, and I'm really glad that you guys tune in and give some love for our sponsors, please, because that's what makes them sponsor the show, knowing that you're watching and getting the support from you. They're supporting the community, and we're supporting you. Hey, and one last thing. YouTube, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. It is NMI News 670. You can find us. Just do a search for NMI News Service on YouTube, and you'll find us. But it's at NMI News 670. Give us a subscribe. We're on a mission to get to 1,000 subscribers. Ooh, that's how we get monetized. It'll be pretty cool. All right, guys, that's what we got for you today. Have a great day. We're going to do our best to have one, too. Take care.
Good morning, Marianas. So many things we gotta discuss. Happy day, Tirawami greetings. To Rhoda, Guam, Saipan, and Tinian. For all your island news. From a beautiful place with Pacific views. It's always so much fun on Good Morning, Marianas.